The Dodgers finished last season with a bitter World Series taste in their mouth, losing in 7 games. 2018 is here, and the Dodgers haven't woken up from their bad dream as they are in last place in the NL West. The Padres are coming in red hot with 3 straight wins. They are led by the unheralded Jose Perella and Christian Villanueva as they strive to make a name for themselves. Can the Padres continue the Dodgers' nightmare and keep them buried in the cellar? Dodgers and Padres, let the games begin. A nice victory yesterday for the Padres as they played day baseball and took their 3rd straight against the San Francisco Giants. Their first 3-game winning streak of the year. They welcome the Dodgers, who are struggling out of the gate. They're just 5-9 and have just come from dropping 2 out of 3 to the Arizona Diamondbacks. We welcome you inside the broadcast booth, everybody. Don Orsillo along with Mark Sweeney and Mark Grant. Welcome to Padres Baseball. Well, the Padres are rolling right now, and a big part of that has been their offense, and it starts with Christian Villanueva.
Man, as he seized opportunities, and he's got some opportunities because of the home run ball. He continues to hit home runs. Last year we saw a glimpse of it in September. This year with the 3-run home run game really set him apart, gave him a lot more playing time. And when Christian Villanueva is driving the baseball, I think everyone follows suit because the power is definitely there. He's pulled the baseball, and he also has big-time power to all fields. We've seen the pull power, but tonight, hopefully, he can continue that hot trend.
Well, with Luis Perdomo suspended after the dust-up in Denver, tonight it is Robbie Erlin who takes the hill, and he's pitched so well out of the pen, Mud.
Guys, being baseball fans, we love to see guys bounce back from injury. There's no guarantee that you're going to stay healthy for the course of your career. Well, hats off to Robbie Erlin. Tommy John surgery, May of 2016. So far, the 27-year-old this year, 11 1/3 innings pitched, only 7 hits, 9 strikeouts, only 2 walks. Opponents only hitting 175. Why do I mention all this? After Tommy John surgery, bouncing back very, very nicely. Guys, the ball is coming out of his hand very, very nicely. Good spin on the fastball. Watch for the breaking ball on that curveball as well. And here's another big key. The Dodgers, up to this point, only hitting 207 off the lefty, so Robbie Erlin's got his work cut out for him, but the way he's throwing the ball, he should have some success tonight.
It has been a tough start for the LA Dodgers. The Padres will try to keep it feeling blue as they come in having lost 2 out of 3. Bob Scanlon will join us when we come back next from Petco Park. Get a great deal, more than a great deal, on an all-new Hyundai vehicle. See your Hyundai dealer today. The Padres and Dodgers, but before we get it started, let's send it down to field level and Bob Scanlon.
Well, thank you, Don. It's certainly a surprise. Nobody expected National League champions from last year to be in last place in the National League West right now with a 5-9 record. Least of all, their skipper, Dave Roberts. Now, sometimes the record doesn't always reflect how a team has been playing, so we asked Dave if that might be the case with his ball club. Here's what he had to say.
There's been spurts where we've hit well, and there's been spurts where we've pitched well, played defense well, but it hasn't really been synced up. And I think that the record kind of reflects how consistent we've played or haven't played. Players, a lot of the same guys, so it's just a matter of us going out there and being consistent to win a baseball game.
So Dave talked about consistency, but then later on he just flat out said, look, our team just isn't playing real well right now. But the fact that Kenley Jansen has blown a couple of saves, you've got Seager, Taylor, and Puig all hitting close to 200, that's probably not going to last all season. That being said, his pitching staff has allowed 29 runs in the last 5 games, and the Padres will try to give Robbie Erlin some support. They want to keep the hits coming. Coming up next, Robbie Erlin making his first start of the season. He'll be going up against Hyun-Jin Ryu. Padres, Dodgers coming up next right here on Fox Sports San Diego.
Like strike one, doesn't like strike three. Strike him out, throw him out. That'll work.
Tyson Ross pitched his heart out tonight.
And they take the series, taking 3 out of 4 games from the Giants. Been a lot of fun here the last couple of days, but none better than today. Now the Padres have won 3 straight. You're looking at the sky right now and inside Petco Park, and it's time now to check out our weather report brought to you by your always sunny Honda dealers of San Diego County. 61 degrees, 15 miles per hour northwest, and forecast partly cloudy for the remainder of the night. We are 3 deep in the booth tonight. Don Orsillo, Mark Grant, and Mark Sweeney, with Bob Scanlon down on the sideline. Well, Dave Roberts coming in with a frustrating group of Dodgers so far. We check out the Dodgers starting lineup. Chris Taylor is in center. Corey Seager at short. Kike Hernandez at second with Cody Bellinger at first base. First pitch is going to miss for ball 1, and we are underway. Matt Kemp is in left. Yasmani Grandal catches. Puig in right. Farmer at third, and Ryu on the mound tonight for the Dodgers. Robbie Erlin falling behind here 2-0. And Mark, an opportunity here for Robbie Erlin to pitch in the rotation.
Well, everybody's rooting for this kid. Bouncing back from surgery, earning his way, I think, into the rotation, even though Luis Perdomo is serving his suspension. Robbie, throughout the course of his minor league career, a starter from Texas, and then over here with the Padres, battling through some hard work. And everything's working for him right now, and the numbers prove just that.
Taylor reaches out and skies one to shallow right. Renfroe wandering in for the first out of the evening.
Let's look into Robbie Erlin a little deeper, and the scouting report is brought to you by GMC. He's got the fastball, curveball, changeup, more movement out of his pitches, and he pounds the zone. He just seems much more aggressive. His body language says it all. He's not tentative. He's going after hitters, Mark Sweeney.
Yeah, he's really earned this opportunity. It's such a feel-good story, but also his command of all of his pitches has been very good, and that changeup has been the difference maker. See if he has a good feel for that tonight.
Corey Seager hitting at 200 coming in. It's been a quiet start to the year for the Dodger. A home run, 4 runs batted in. Evens up at 1-1. Dodgers have had trouble against lefties. Corey Seager hitting at just 136 against lefties. 3-for-22. And that just missed the outside corner. The Dodgers as a team hitting at 207 against lefties. Erlin now with a 2-1. Well, you said it. Robbie Erlin really did deserve this start here tonight, as well as he was pitched out of the pen.
Yeah, you wonder how long he's going to go tonight, but if he's efficient, who knows how long. 5-6 innings, maybe 2-3 times through the order would be a really good treat.
Andy Green said before the game he doubted he would get to 100, but if he's going good, we'll just kind of ride it and see how long and deeply into this game he can take us.
I think a good workout for Robbie would be 5 innings, maybe around 80 pitches. If they can get 5+ out of the lefty tonight, I think they're going to be golden.
Swing and a miss, and a good start here. Strikes out Seager, 2 down in the first inning.
Well, let's take this time to see the Padre defense, brought to you by the San Diego County Ford dealers. Really, this defense has shown up. Freddie Galvis at shortstop's been the key. Villanueva at third base, Carlos Asuaje at second, Eric Hosmer getting a start after 2 days rest on the right side. Also in left field, Jose Perella, Frenchie Cordero in center, and Hunter Renfroe in right. Austin Hedges catches Robbie Erlin.
2 down here in the first inning for Kike Hernandez. He'll take strike 1. Hernandez has been moving all over. Play the outfield, of course, getting some starts at third base. Justin Turner on the DL, and tonight it's start at second base. They have their backup catcher and sometimes infielder Kyle Farmer at third base tonight, so it's kind of mix and match here, kind of piece it together at third base in the absence of Turner, and that's a big loss.
Yeah, it was a big loss, and seeing that happen in spring training, it's when you wince. Everyone wants to be healthy coming out of spring training, but dealing with that injury was huge for the Dodgers right there, trying to mix and match. But you're not going to replace that presence. Chase Utley has been one of those guys that has that opportunity. But for Dave Roberts now, the Dodgers are looking for that identity that they created last year with the big stretches.
Hernandez fouls it off to the right out of play. We're talking about the injury to Justin Turner during spring training. And this was towards the end of the spring. There it is, right on the wrist. Fractured it was.
Kendall Graveman of the Oakland A's threw that 2-seamer just right off the hand. That's when things start changing. Everything went right for the Dodgers last year. That's something went wrong early this year.
Well, things are going right for Robbie Erlin. Back-to-back Ks in the first inning. First Seager, then Hernandez. Both down by way of the K to end the top of the first inning. A 1-2-3 first for Erlin. Padres are coming up. 9 coming up here in the bottom of the first. And Padres lineup is brought to you by your San Diego County Toyota dealers. Jose Perella leading it off in left field with Freddie Galvis at short. Eric Hosmer at first with Hunter Renfroe in right. Christian Villanueva at third base with Franchi Cordero in center. Carlos Suaje at second. Austin Hedges doing the catching for Robbie Erlin batting out of the 9 spot. Now here is Perella, who has been a great start to the season for Jose. He starts the game hitting it a cool .324 with no homers and 10 runs batted in. He's been fun to watch.
I'm smelling possible player of the week honors, possibly. He's got to be on that ballot, don't you think?
He recorded his 4th 3-hit game of the season yesterday, going 3 for 5 with a double, triple, and 3 RBIs.
I think it has a lot to do with his commitment to hit the ball where it's pitched. Also has the ability to capitalize out of the strike zone too, which we saw yesterday.
He leads the major leagues with 24 hits. Waiting on a 3-0 pitch. And that's in there for a strike. 3-1.
I like to watch him run. When he hit the ball to the gap, watch him running first. He can scoot a little bit.
Strike 2. Came back and made it a full count.
Well, that's the difference right there. If you're leading off, your opportunity is to maybe take some pitches early in the count. Even full count there. That's unselfish play for Jose Perella.
Flared foul off to the right out of play, and we'll do it again here. 3-2.
Now, so many times as hitters, you want to try to gain information early in the game. Try to see as many pitches as you can, see his full arsenal, and maybe see that release point easier. Helps you later in the game.
Galvis and Hosmer scheduled to bat here in the first inning. Payoff pitch. And a chopper to third. Picked there by Farmer. Throw across in time for out number 1.
Check out the scouting report for number 99, the left-hander, Hyun-Jin Ryu. Got him about 89, 90 miles an hour on the fastball, and that's up a little bit. Fastball, cutter, curveball, changeup, slider. Talked to some of the Dodger people. They say that cutter really comes into play. He threw it a lot his last start because the 2 starts he's had, his first start, not so good. Second, he really made strides and did really, really well his last time out.
1 down here in the first inning brings up Freddie Galvis. Been batting out of the 2 spot with good results and has been very patient. Some lengthy at bats, a lot of walks lately, and comes in hitting at .316.
Gotta love the .435 on base percentage.
He went from hitting towards the bottom of the order to the number 2 spot. Part of that because of the injury to Will Myers, and Eric Hosmer was out a couple of days with a lower back stiffness situation. Galvis walking a career high 3 times yesterday. He's reached base safely via a hit or a walk in 16 of the first 17 games of the year. Foul back to the screen.
You look at the Padre offense, I think that's the adjustment that they've made. The willingness of being able to take the walk, seeing more pitches, but also focusing on what you want to try to do. That's how you take more pitches and take those walks. Sometimes we try to hit the whole zone. A lot of foul balls, a lot of pitchers counts. Not going to go too well if you get into those pitchers counts.
You thought he had strike 3, but it's now 2-2.
That cutter just off the plate. Just misses.
Yeah, those 2 borderline pitches, and that one looked like it was a very good pitch.
Late in the swing was Galvis. Ryu strikes him out. First K for Ryu. 2 down.
Dodgers defense brought to you by the San Diego Cadillac dealers. From left to right, Matt Kemp, Chris Taylor at center, Yasiel Puig at right, Kyle Farmer at third base, Corey Seager at shortstop, Kike Hernandez is at second base tonight, and Cody Bellinger at first. Yasmani Grandal, the former Padre, is catching Hyunjin Ryu. That third base position has been devastating, as we alluded to earlier, but Kyle Farmer gets that opportunity tonight.
2 down here in the first inning brings up Eric Hosmer. Hosmer battling lower back stiffness each of the last 2 games. And play on Saturday or Sunday, but back in the lineup tonight. Totes had .288 average with a home run, 3 runs batted in.
Well, both guys tonight, left-handers, they're not going to break 91. They're going to be around 88 to 90. Maybe hump it up a little bit. Ryu has hit 91 once this inning.
First meeting of the year between the Dodgers and Padres. The Dodgers have already played 12 interdivision games. 6 against the Giants, 6 against the Diamondbacks already. This is ripped foul down the right field line, out ahead.
82-mile-an-hour changeup. That's the reason why he was out front of that pitch. 3 pitches on the inside part of the plate. Watch that approach. Watch the barrel. Just carries just a little far out in front.
Oh my gosh, his front leg is like hyperextended, it looks like. Ouch.
On the ground right side, Kike Hernandez slides to his right and throws out Hosmer and ends the bottom of the first. Done with 1 without a score.
Keep an eye on with Robbie Erlin tonight, guys. First of all, his push-off foot, it is level and even now with the pitching rubber. It used to be at an angle. The fact that it's now parallel with that pitching rubber allows him to use his lower body a little bit better, and he has a better line towards his target. As far as his pitch selection, he will use his fastball to the arm side a lot more than he used to. That's one of the big differences, and also the changeup. And Darren Balsley has said the fact that Robbie's using his changeup more has allowed him to reach out a little better, and it's created that downward tilt that we're now seeing. This kid's been pitching really well, guys.
All right, Scan, thanks very much.
Well, Robbie Erlin, the effective fastball only hitting .226. And Mark, that changeup I think is tough for any hitter, and he's got a good way to where either righty or lefty, because back in the day it was like, oh, lefty on lefty, ooh, that's taboo. You can't do that. Yeah. Righty on righty, no way.
I think that's the indication. You saw Hyun-Jin Ryu throw it to Eric Hosmer, and see if Robbie Erlin throws it to the lefties as well.
Well, Cody Bellinger leading it off here in the second inning. Bellinger, Kemp, and Grandal expected to bat in the second inning. Bellinger off to a 309 start. 2 homers, 4 runs batted in. Liner foul down the right field line.
The lefty that comes to my mind that loved the changeup was Tommy Glavine of the Atlanta Braves. He would throw it to anyone, but he liked to throw it away to the left-handers. Yeah. He didn't make that mistake down and in. That's a reason why he used that pitch towards lefties.
You got to really make sure you get that release point out there. You don't let it leak over the heart of the plate, because that could be damage. Speeding up a guy's bat.
Last year's Rookie of the Year, Bellinger had 39 home runs, 97 runs batted in, and a walk that starts this second inning. Let's take a look at the keys to the game, brought to you by your Honda dealers of San Diego County.
Well, the first one for me is offensively. The Padres have to use the big part of the field, the center field approach against Hyun-Jin Ryu. We talked about the cutter, but he loves getting to that changeup and the breaking ball as well, so that center field approach is going to help.
For me, it's going to be exceptional D for Erlin. The last 2 games for these Padres, errorless baseball. Catch the ball, go to work infielders. Hey, outfielders, dive for your pitcher. Make the big plays for him.
Matt Kemp returns here to Petco Park in a Dodgers uniform for his second go-around with the Dodgers. Came in much better shape this year. He appeared to spring training, and goes for the Atlanta Braves last year. 300 so far, home run, 4 runs batted in. To left center field and towards the gap. That's going to get down. Cordero cuts it off. Throw goes towards second, and it's going to be out at second base. Kemp is gunned down. Throw got there. The only question was he going to be able to tag him out? And not a problem at second base for Asuaje. Bellinger ends up at third.
Don, I absolutely love this play, and the reason why Franchy Cordero's going into the gap. Both Jose Perella and Franchy Cordero are taking this. Nice approach by Matt Kemp. But you think about the throw and where you're throwing the bases. The mistake is throwing towards third base or home. He throws behind that first runner and nabs him at second base for a big out. Nice play by the young center fielder.
So Bellinger at third with 1 down, and brings up Yasmani Grandal with the infield in all the way around, and a nice pick there by Hedges. Grandal with 2 home runs in the early going. 359 average, 5 runs batted in. So a single for Kemp. This one is driven out towards deep right center field. Back towards the wall, and that's going to one-hop it. From third scores Bellinger. To second base, and getting there standing with an RBI double is Yasmani Grandal, and the Dodgers strike first on top 1-0.
That's a really good looking swing by Yasmani Grandal. Outer third, watch him shorten up on the backside. Just driving it to right center field. Boy, that bat also traveling level through the hitting zone for quite a while, cruising into second base. Good swing by the Dodger catcher.
So 1 down, runner at second, and it brings up Yasiel Puig. Off to a slow start on the year. Been hovering around 200 really during the entire season. He hits it 222 to start tonight's action.
Something to monitor with Yasiel Puig is him staying in the strike zone. He gets out of the strike zone a lot more when he is struggling. You got to have him aware of that pitch in and expose him late with down and away with the breaking ball.
This is where Robbie's pitching behind nicely. You just mentioned it, Mark. Falling behind with the fastball 1-0. He's going to have to throw that changeup or another off-speed pitch for a strike and hitter's count. And he evens the count on that nice changeup.
All at second base, one down, a run in for LA. The Dodgers took 13 of 19 games from the Padres last year. Last time the Dodgers were here, Padres swept them in early September. They have had their share of problems against left-handers. You mentioned Dave Roberts' team hitting at just .207 against lefties, but they have gathered a run here in the top half of the second inning. Elevates and Puig does not chase. Evens at 2-2. 30 pitches so far for Erlin in an inning and a third. Puig will foul it back, and we'll do it again. Major League season for Robbie Erlin. In the past 2 starts against the Dodgers, he's had a 1.17 ERA against LA. Up again and a full count.
Yeah, Robbie's throwing some chum up there, the top part of the strike zone, but Puig is not biting. See the breakdown, 16 and 16. It's like Mark Sweeney just said, you know, he will go out of the strike zone. That's what Robbie's been trying to do. First base is open. Might see something off speed here. A fastball just off the plate.
Fouled back again.
Yeah, that was a defensive swing by Yasiel Puig. This is the guessing game here. Pitching him out of the strike zone for most of this at bat.
Been a pretty good battle here between Robbie Erlin and Yasiel Puig. The 8th pitch of the at bat coming up. Ball 4, and he loses him. Puig down to first base. Second walk of the inning allowed by Robbie Erlin, and he's going to get a visit from his pitching coach, Darren Balsley.
I'm sure Robbie's amped up a little bit, getting a chance to get this start. Throwing a lot of pitches. And of course, this could be a refresher course on Kyle Farmer as well, coming up to the plate.
What a great story by Kyle Farmer. Last year, his first major league game, he got the game-winning hit. Chronicled by the Dodgers television broadcast, and they talked about how great it was because this young man spent a lot of times in the minors, got his opportunity, and capitalized his first major league hit.
Take strike one. The Dodgers third baseman in the absence of Turner as a group have hit at 170 with a home run and 5 runs batted in. There have been several who have started at third. Tonight it is Kyle Farmer at third base. Kike Hernandez has been over there. First and second here with 1 down. And a fly ball struck pretty deeply to left center field. Cordero will get back there and make the catch shy of the track. Kind of died out there in left center, and it's out number 2. At the bat, I thought I had more than that, and ends up. And Cordero has plenty of room out there in center field. 2 down.
You know, it's interesting tonight, guys, and how the ball carries because it's a colder night. The temperatures drop down, but also the wind's blowing a little bit, so he's circling here, a different field and a different atmosphere. You're going to have to hit it tonight.
So 2 down, first and second. And here is Ryu, who is 1 for 4 so far in the young season, hitting at .250. In 5 major league seasons, his overall average of 171. Wild swing and a miss has him down 0-2.
Oh, it's the old Bender. I love the rotation. 12-6. Robbie really getting on top of that curveball. He couldn't hit that one with an oar.
Swing and a miss, and Ryu strikes out to end the inning. But the Dodgers strike first on top 1-0. Today, that's 5 home runs to lead the team and to lead all Major League rookies. This was his home run yesterday. Line drive into the bottom basket. 2 for 4 yesterday with 3 RBIs in that second in the order here in inning number 2 coming up.
Now things go this way. I think Christian Villanueva has seized that third base position. Why not? Loud noises off the barrel of the bat.
Hunter Renfroe leading it off and batting in the cleanup spot in tonight's game. A 190 average, couple of home runs, 8 runs batted in. Renfroe at Petco Park at home this year, hitting at 286. Couple of doubles, a triple. Much better numbers for him at home than on the road. Drives this one foul down the left field line.
I was just going to say before that pitch, if you're going to go in on Hunter Renfroe, you better make darn sure you get it in off the plate. Watch on contact how far inside off the plate this pitch is. Maybe a ball, maybe ball and a half. Very quick to it. That is a tough ball to keep fair. And with that said, at third base, Farmer's playing a step and a dive from that line.
Renfroe fractured the bat, so he has a new one in hand. Pitch 20 coming up from Ryu. And it is driven on a line to left field towards the corner, and that ball is going to one-hop the wall. Renfroe headed for second base. He'll get there standing with a double to begin things here in the bottom of the second inning.
Well, back-to-back pitches where the inside cutter is handled. One was pulled foul, the next one kept fair. Take a look at his approach. He uses the lower half so well, driving into that front side, then keeping it fair, pulling your hands inside rather than hooking the baseball that he did the previous pitch. Nice adjustment by Hunter Renfroe.
That's second base to get it started. That's the first hit of the night for the Padres. And here is Christian Villanueva. 5 home runs, 11 RBIs. Jumping on that first pitch, fouling it back.
You know, that foul ball back to the screen almost had the look of that He wanted to go the other way a little bit, right center field.
About his numbers against lefties, hitting at .467 against left-handers. And 4 of his 5 home runs have been against lefties. He's got 9 home runs in his first 80 plate appearances. Major League leader since 1974.
How about Shane Spencer of the New York Yankees on there? Reese Hoskins, as you saw from the Phillies.
Here's a drive to deep left field, kept going back. When that ball comes down, the Padres have a lead. 2-1. Christian Villanueva with his 6th home run of the year gives the Padres a 2-1 lead here in the 2nd inning.
It looks as if Ryu went to the well one too many times. Cut fastball, and this one leaks. He wants that in off the plate. That one's on the inner third. Get to it, let the hands fly, and that's a no-doubter.
Well, Franchi Cordero shortening up the show bunt. And the celebration continues in the Padres dugout. Well, Cordero chops one foul outside of first and finds himself in an 0-2 hole.
Just gotta love the stories when you get an opportunity, get that chance. 6 home runs later, he is planted at third base.
Villanueva with a home run yesterday, a home run today. Of course, had 3 home runs in one game against the Rockies. Cordero may have gone. They checked. Yeah, he did. Rung up by Scott Barry. Third base umpire. 2nd strikeout for Ryu. One down in the 2nd inning.
Really tough to hold up when you got a big, strong kid like Cordero. I think he might.
So 1 out in the inning, 2 runs in, and Carlos Suaje. Suaje hitting at an even 200. Home run, 4 runs batted in for the Padres' 2nd baseman. 18th game he's been a part of. This is game 18 for the Padres.
So Grandal took that pitch out of the strike zone. Looked like it was right on that outside corner.
Ground ball softly hit towards Hernandez. Races in and flips underhanded for out number 2. Another look at that home run by Christian Villanueva.
You know, guys, he's handled every part of the strike zone. A 3 home run game. 2 of them were on the outside part of the plate in a long way. This one is on the inside part of the plate. He keeps fair, much like Hunter Renfroe did. It must be the focus coming into this game, and they've capitalized on some mistakes.
2 down for Austin Hedges. 152 start for the Padres catcher. A couple home runs and 4 runs batted in. Not a quiet series against the Giants, going 1 for 11. Quickly down here, 0-2.
So many times, you guys, you evaluate your at-bats. It's the pitches you're fouling off that you have to make adjustments for. You don't look at the result all the time. You have to evaluate those ones. And you see middle away, takes a nice swing at it, fouls it off. 0-2 count.
Yeah, Ryu has definitely gotten hurt trying to go in.
Ryu coming in with a record of 1-0, 2.79 ERA. His 3rd start. And this is up and in that time. He's coming off a 4-0 win over the Oakland A's. 6 shutout innings, allowed just 1 hit, walked just 1. Well, here tonight, he has given up a double and a home run here in the second after a 1-2-3 first. He's bounced back to get Cordero and a Suaje, and now 1-2 to Hedges, little number that is foul. Runs in 3 straight games for Christian Villanueva now. Just missed inside, and it evens at 2-2. Center fielder Chris Taylor, step or 2 towards right center, for Hedges to go the other way. Rondal here setting up outside, and they get Hedges to chase on the change. Well, a 2-run shot for Christian Villanueva. His 6th home run of the year has given the Padres a 2-1 lead. Suspended after this dust up in Denver, missing a start, and of course this was the finale of the 3-game series against the Rockies. Perdomo ended up with the suspension, as did Arenado.
You know, you can't even tell Gerardo Parra's in the middle of that, can you? With that bleached hair of his. Did you see him jump on that scrum?
Yeah, you don't want to bleach your hair and try to take a swing.
Yeah, and try to hide.
Now Robbie Erlin getting the start as a result of that suspension. Works here now with a lead into the 3rd inning, and top of the order, Chris Taylor leads it off, so 2nd time through here for Robbie Erlin.
And we say it so many times after an inning like that, a shutdown inning, hopefully maybe 12 pitches, 13 pitches or fewer for the left-hander.
Drop in there for a strike, 1-1.
Looks like he's starting to get that feel for the breaking ball. He's dropping some in for strikes, but also out of the zone.
First start for Erlin since 2016. Popped up, foul, off to the right, out of play.
You know, Mark, you make a good point with that curveball. 2 types of curveballs, one for the strike and then the purpose one in the dirt, right? But here's the deal. If you throw that consistently, that curveball, how about that 90, 91 mile an hour fastball? It's going to look like 98 coming at you, and it's going to be really tough to catch up to that pitch.
It's an opportunity for him to add and subtract with all of his pitches, which I think he does well.
Well, the pitch count is a conversation here tonight, because certainly he does not want to go 100 pitches. I don't think Andy Green will go that direction, but he'd like to get into the 4 or 5 inning range, I would think.
I think if they get 5+ from Robbie Erlin, I think that's a good thing. So that would probably be around 70, 80 pitches, 75-ish.
And I think to your point too, Mark, where is he emotionally coming into this start? As you alluded to, Don, it's been a long time since he's had this opportunity in front of him.
You know, Robbie doesn't show a lot of emotion.
Chop to third. Villanueva has to go under the glove. Down the left field line. Taylor's headed for second base, and he'll get there standing. They're going to charge an error to the third baseman on that play.
I think he caught in between on this hop, and you watch him play it. If you're going to go, you got to continue to go. That big hop is very difficult to glove. See him just a little bit of indecision of where he was going to put his body, which side of the body he was going to field it.
So the error charge of the third baseman has Taylor at second to start the third. Now you got the heart of the order coming up, and Seager lines one to right, and it's over the head of Renfroe. He started in, then leaps up, and it goes off his glove back to the track in the wall. Run scores, and to third goes Seager. Misplayed, misjudged in right field by Hunter Renfroe. Another error, the second of the inning, and some sloppy defense here for the Padres in the inning.
Two plays right in a row that's got to be made for Robbie Erlin. Should be 2 outs. As soon as that ball hit that bat, that ball smoked. So as an outfielder, you can hear that, right? And it was probably, it looks like it was directly at Hunter Renfroe, but still overran it. Ball's got to be caught.
Now Kike Hernandez with a runner at third, takes strike one. So instead of 2 on, nobody out, a run in and a runner at third. This game is tied 2-2 on 2 errors defensively here in the third inning. Hernandez gets the arms out of the way and takes a pitch in.
And that wreaks havoc on the pitch count.
Flared foul off to the right, and the next pitch will be 50 for Robbie Erlin in this game. He's now recorded it out here in the third inning.
Andy Green has said himself many, many times, this is the type of team, the Padres, where they have to play clean, crisp baseball. They can't give away outs.
To center field, in for a base hit, and from third comes Corey Seager, and the Dodgers jump on top 3-2. RBI single for Kike Hernandez. Well, our Ram Trucks tools of the trade focuses on
Cody Bellinger, what he did last year for this offense was dynamic, so you have to mix and match. And you go back to the World Series, the Astros exposed him to the hard breaking ball in and then the high fastball away. You have to change different velocities. He changes as you adapt to him, so you have to mix and match. But that tight slider is very difficult for him, and the high fastball gives him some fits as well.
Boy, that was so evident last year in the World Series, wasn't it, guys? I mean, it was almost, it almost had the illusion like the pitchers could tell him, hey, you know what, this is going to be a hard breaking ball, and he could not lay off of it.
Yeah, it's not saying he can't hit a breaking ball, because he's done that. He can handle the fastball up, but when you have that good mixture and get him thinking, because he's up there to do damage early in the count, but also when you shift on him, he'll get those hits the other way. As you see the shift, 3 on the right side, and Freddie Galvis at short.
Kike Hernandez held on at first base by Hosmer. 0-2 to Bellinger coming up. And a ground ball right side under the glove of Aswahi into right field. Heading for third is Hernandez, and he will get there. First and third now with nobody out for the Dodgers. And 2 runs in already here in the top half of the third inning. So you got them stacked up, shifting on the right side, and that one gets through.
Well, Robbie Erlin did his job. He got himself a ground ball, but just out of the reach of Carlos Asuaje at second base, diving to his right. Breaking ball, he's on top of it, just off the glove. And it's a shame because you get the ground ball and they're loaded on that side. Just happens to find the hole just out of the reach of Asuaje.
First and third, nobody out. Matt Kemp coming up. Kemp singled his first time up and was thrown out trying to turn it into a double at second base. Stand down by Franchi Cordero in center field. Striking out a lot lately. Hits one high and deep to left field. Perella back at the wall, and that ball's gone. 3-run home run for Matt Kemp. And just like that, the Dodgers have opened up a 6-2 lead. Second home run of the year for Matt Kemp.
Well, he had to be looking inside there because the first at bat, he hit the ball out over the plate. This one, when you're in a hitter's count, things are going well. Look for that and drive the ball out of the ballpark.
A 5-run third inning to this point. The big blow, a 3-run home run for Matt Kemp.
Mark, is it fair to say hitters first? I've always heard, even getting into pro ball early, hitters, I mean, they look early middle in, right? Fastball middle in. And the majority of hitting coaches will say you better not miss that pitch because you might not get many of them.
Yeah, RBI situations, you can pick your strength.
Up the middle, and that's where Asuaje was playing. His throw is in time. So Grandal becomes the first out of the inning. Well, the Padres have played very well lately in winning their last 3 games and 5 of their last 7. And a look at the National League West. As a result, Padres 7-10. 5 games back of the Diamondbacks, and the Dodgers 5-9 coming into this series.
Well, until Clayton Kershaw got the win against the Diamondbacks yesterday, they lost 11 straight to the Arizona Diamondbacks. That was Clayton's first win on the season.
Line to left. Perella moves over, dives, and makes the catch out in left field. Jose Perella with a nice catch on a sinking liner in left.
You get to that point of no return, you commit to the dive, you better get leather on it. If you take it off the chest, take it off the leg, at least keep it in front of you. Secures that one in his guante for the second out.
2 down here in the third inning. 8th member of the Dodgers to bat here in the third inning. Farmer flying out to the warning track in center field in the second inning. 0 for 1. Two big errors started this inning. Gave the Dodgers a chance for a big inning, and they have cashed in so far to the tune of 5 runs in the inning, 6 overall. 25th pitch of the inning coming up here for Robbie Erlin. Pitch outside, and it's 3-1.
Well, what's interesting, guys, and you can see this will be the next one, will be 65 pitches. Robbie Erlin's spot is leading off in the bottom half of the inning.
So you're saying this could be it?
It could be. I mean, it's the stressful innings is what you evaluate as well. As long as Robbie feels better, feels okay.
We saw the other night with Brian Mitchell, right?
Fifth full count for him, and a liner into left field for a base hit. Now Farmer with a single here with 2 down in the inning.
Well, you see some action in that Padre bullpen.
Ryu, the 9th member of the Dodgers to bat in the inning. Another wild swing and a foul tip. This time into the catcher's mitt. Adam Simber first up in the pen, and he is just up out there in the pen. That'll drop in there for strike 2.
Curveball.
Yeah, it's fouled off. A piece of home plate umpire, I think, that time, and Carlos Torres. They've also gotten Hedges. Pitch 70 coming up for Robbie Erlin. And a swing and a miss will end the inning as Ryu strikes out. But the damage is done. Dodgers score 5 times and take a 6-2 lead. Presents Padres Baseball, brought to you by Sequan Casino, opening in 2019 as Sequan's brand new 300-room resort and hotel. By Tough Turtle Turf, a full landscape design company. And by RCP Block and Brick. Start your outdoor project at rcpblock.com. Not quite an inning for the Dodgers. They score 5 times in the top of the 3rd. The big blast, a 3-run home run by Matt Kemp. It's 6-2 LA. And it's on to the last of the 3rd inning, and pinch hitting here for the pitcher is Matt Caesar. So that is indeed the night for Robbie Erlin.
Well, only 4 players on the bench for Andy Green. Scratch off Matt Caesar from the right side. Spansburg left, Headley switch, Ellis the backup catcher tonight. I'm wondering, I should write in Clayton Richard, right, on the left side?
Yes. Yep. Sure. Six runs allowed, 4 earned. Gave up 6 hits in 3 innings. He would walk 2 and strike out 4. And he threw an even 70 pitches. Currently on the hook right now. Next pitch for Ryu will be the 40th of his outing. Now with a new 4-run lead with which to work. Caesar takes strike 2, full count. Padres got 2 runs in the second inning, a double by Renfroe, followed by the 2-run home run by Christian Villanueva. At the time, that gave the Padres a 2-1 lead. But now the Dodgers on top 6-2. And Caesar strikes out to open up the bottom of the 3rd inning. 4th strikeout for Ryu. Timeout for Arcia, drive to success. Jose Pirela coming up, leading the majors in hits. Coming into tonight's action with 24, one more than Jed Lowry of the Oakland A's. Altuve, LeMahieu, and Simmons all tied with 21.
Now shows the body of work of what Jose Pirela has done to this point in the season.
And let's see how the pitchers adjust to Pirela, correct? I mean, they're watching video. They're watching them before they come to town or Padres go to a certain city.
Now you watched Jose Pirela last year, 39 extra base hits, 25 doubles. More power going to come to his game, yes. And I think he's the type of player, guys, that if he gets more experience, he's going to get better. He has the ability to maintain. He doesn't take a pitch off, so that energy is there. He also hits to all fields.
On the corner, and it's 2-1. First time up, Pirela grounded out to 3rd base, getting his 2nd look at Ryu in tonight's game.
And would it be fair to say, guys, when you look at the career of Jose Pirela, you know, starting back with the Yankees back in '07, he was a victim of being behind some good outfielders for the Yankees, correct?
Sure is. It's the reason why he played mostly second base in those situations.
It's by direction for Pirela. Spread it all over, but mostly to right field.
Well, the game-winning hit in Houston really comes to mind of one of the big hits that he had. Also 3 times he's had 3 hits in a game.
Elevated and missed, full count.
I think when it comes down to it, guys, it's Andy Green and the organization relying on Jose Pirela. Came into spring training and he knew it was his position to lose. Andy Green understands what he's getting every single night.
That is strike 3. Pirela doesn't like it, but takes with him the 5th strikeout of the night for Ryu. 2 down here in the 3rd. Says some stuff on the way by to Carlos Torres.
That's a good pitch. 4-seamer, even though Grandal was set up away. Looked like a pretty good pitch as we see the strike zone there right on the inside corner and then some.
2 down here in the 3rd brings up Freddie Galvis. He was a strikeout victim himself back in the 1st inning. Three-game hitting streak coming in. Mentioned the 3 walks yesterday for the Padres shortstop, and it's a high fly ball out to left center field. Matt Kemp coming over, calling and catching out number 3. A 1-2-3 third, a 6-2 Dodgers lead. To the 4th we go. the top of the 4th inning. It's time now for the Valley View Casino Trivia question of the night.
I love trivia.
In 2015, Matt Kemp became the 14th different Padre to drive in 100-plus runs in a single season. Named the previous Padre to accomplish that feat. Tweet us your answers by the end of the inning using hashtag Valley View Trivia. So on to the top of the 4th inning. Padres trailing by 4 runs. New pitcher in for San Diego, Adam Cimber, first out of the pen.
Love watching Adam Cimber twirl. Earned his first career Major League win Saturday against the Giants. Career high 3 frames. Great splits, 182 lefties, 217 righties.
Top of the order, Chris Taylor. Fly to right in the first, reached on the error committed by Christian Villanueva and started a big inning for the Dodgers in the 3rd. What a different look here. You were looking at Erlin from the left side. Now you got a sidewinding right-hander coming in. Taylor kind of gets jammed and sends a one-hopper, lots of spin to Hosmer for out number 1.
Well, location's everything. Robbie Erlin tonight. I was checking out the radar gun at 90 on the fastball, but when you're missing with location, Matt Kemp went down and got that one. Just catching way too much of the heart of the plate. And these Dodger hitters, if they're going to see the number 1, they're going to jump on it. And there were some errors behind Robbie, but still. In this league, at this level, you got to spot the fastball if you're not going to light up the radar gun at 97, 98. I thought he had the good curveball.
Yes, I did.
Good rotation. Good bite to it. Threw some good ones. Threw some good fastballs as well. But once again, they hit the mistakes.
Corey Seager taking a strike and evening the count at 1-1. Seager struck out swinging in the first, then reached on the 2-base error. Committed in right field by Hunter Renfroe.
Dodger hitters, Mark Sweeney, are getting a good look-see at Adam Cimber, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're trying to gain some information. First time seeing Adam Cimber.
Fly ball to deep left. Perella back there now coming in, knocking it down, and he drops the baseball. Throw to second base, and it'll be a very long single for Corey Seager as it turns out, and there'll be an error too to Jose Perella, 3rd of the night for the Padres. Not been pretty defensively tonight for San Diego.
Well, it comes down to concentration. You can see his eyes taking off of the baseball, off the heel of his glove. 2 mistakes on this play. Jose Perella and also Seager not advancing to second base. He's on first. So the double play is still in order.
Now Kike Hernandez, 1 for 2. He will take strike 1. Last time up, single to center to drive in a run. Line down the right field line, foul. Outfield about straight away here on Hernandez. 3rd error in the last 2 innings committed defensively by the Padres. Drop ball and left this inning by Jose Perella. 0-2 coming up to Hernandez. And a swing and a miss. Got him to chase. And lunging after that pitch. First strikeout for Adam Cimber. 2 down.
The Cimber Frisbee. See the rotation, looks like it's going to be outer third and then off the plate. All upper body by Kike Hernandez.
Two down, runner at first, and it brings up Cody Bellinger. On the ground, right side, being away with the third baseman in the shift on the right side. Throws out Bellinger and ends the inning. 3.5 done, 6-2 LA. As we head to the bottom of the fourth inning, it's time now for our Valley View Casino trivia answer of the night. Question was 2015. Matt Kemp became the 14th different Padre to drive in 100+ runs in a single season, and the previous Padre to accomplish that feat. And the answer is Chase Headley, 115 RBIs in 2012. And of course, Chase Headley, now a member of the Padres, second time around. Kemp, a member of the Dodgers, second time around. And a curveball starts off the inning in there for a strike.
Oh, got a lot of catching up to do. Don't try to do it with one swing. Multiple base runners, of course. Take a walk. Pass it on to the next guy.
Eric Hosmer 0 for 1. Grounded out to second base in the first inning. Now it is 6 in a row retired by Ryu. 3 of those 6 by way of the K. Ryu at 52 pitches, working to his first hitter here of the fourth inning. It's cooled off here tonight when the sun went down. It really did get a little on the chilly side tonight. Breeze.
I quite honestly, I haven't noticed because I'm still kind of upset at the porous defense. And that's not good for the pitching staff.
So be okay, or
yeah, I mean it's just, I mean it happens, but it's just, you know, when you've got 3 already in one game, and it's.
Are you cold or are you hot?
I'm a little hot.
On the ground to first base, couple of hops for Bellinger guarding the line, and let's tag the bag for the first out of the fourth inning. So Hosmer retired. Brings up Hunter Renfroe. Hunter with a double in the second inning and a run scored. He came around on the 2-run home run by Christian Villanueva.
That hit him?
Yeah, must have. He's headed down to first base. that guard.
Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, I think you're right.
One out, one on, and it brings up Christian Villanueva, who hit a 2-run shot in the second inning. So one out hit batter here, and Villanueva getting his second look tonight at Ryu. Outfield about straight away, and they are deep. Time for our Coors Light refreshing finish, and that 2-run home run by Villanueva in the second inning, which at the time gave the Padres a 2-1 lead. Now trail 6-2, batting here in the 4th inning, and a pitch up here to Villanueva. Most home runs this season.
You know, a couple of Friars on that list, which is nice to see.
Line to left, and that's going to get in for a base hit. Not Kemp over to play it. Stopping at second base was Renfroe. With 1 out, 2 on now for the Padres.
Well, for Christian Villanueva, handling that cutter tonight. Comes out over the plate, but you can see him staying inside the baseball. Compact swing, but also the power to go along with it.
Oh, backswing. You got the catcher Grandal right in the head.
So 2 on, 1 away, and Frenchie Cordero coming up here. Also coming up, the 60th pitch of the night for Ryu.
I got a question for you guys regarding the catcher getting hit in the head. Do you think that happens more often these days because guys are trying to launch more and bigger swings than on the backside?
I do. And really, when you do it, it's embarrassing because you don't want to obviously injure somebody else. The different helmets now, you're thinking about the concussion syndrome that some catchers has gone through. But yes, the swing, the change of swing, you see those, the one-handed ones that come off. That's when you lengthen your swing and you have the ability to hit the catchers.
Ground ball foul, 1-2.
I remember Mike Piazza. He was a two-handed hitter.
Yep.
He would set, extend, crush, follow through, and then bring it back and kind of both hands always stayed on the bat.
And that's a skill that you really you're taught and you stay with. But guys that are searching for that opportunity.
Strike 3 call. Cordero rung up. 6 strikeouts for Ryu. 2 down here in the 4th inning.
Good breaking ball from Ryu.
2 on, 2 down. Carlos Asuaje coming up. Grounded out to the second baseman, Kike Hernandez, in the second inning. His career against the Padres, 7 starts previously, 4-1, with a 2.57 earned run average. Striking out 41, only 9 walks. Padres have only mustered a .234 average against Ryu.
Yeah, he's pretty dialed in within the division. He knows how to go after these hitters. I'm sure there's been some changeover. But still, that's a pretty good sample size there, putting up pretty consistent numbers.
Renfroe at second, Villanueva at first, 2 down here in the 4th inning. giving up 2 runs in the second on the 2-run shot by Villanueva. Trying to work his way around 2 men on here in the 4th inning. Falls behind 3-1.
Well, he's starting to elevate a lot of his pitches, some on purpose, but also working underneath them. The Padres capitalize on a mistake here that would change the game.
Suaje pops it up foul, backing out of play. I mentioned earlier Villanueva homering in 3 straight games. 5th Padres rookie to homer in 3 straight games. The last one was Alex Dickerson, July of 2016. He homered in 4 straight games.
I remember that big one up in Toronto. The ball's still going.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss, and a Suaje strikes out to end the inning. 6-2 Dodgers through 4. San Diego fans of the game. Enjoying Padres baseball tonight at Petco Park. Dodgers fans here as well tonight. A pinch hitter coming up here for the Dodgers on top 6-2. This was Matt Kemp's spot, but Jock Peterson is going to pinch hit. So Kemp comes out of the game. 154 average so far for Peterson. No homers and 3 runs batted in. 12th game he's been into this year. Kemp with a 3-run home run in the 3rd inning. Pinch hit for here in the 5th inning. And that's in there for a strike, 1-1. 2nd inning of relief for Adam Simber, taking over for Robbie Erlin. Kind of surrounded the plate but missed.
Agreed.
In the shift are the Padres on the right side of the infield to bring their 3rd baseman to the right side. And a foul back and below us.
You had a ball come in here yet?
No, not my 3 seasons, not yet.
Last one was about 5 years ago.
I wonder why that is.
The professor, God rest his soul, was sitting right where you were, and see that beam right there?
Yeah.
It split between the beam and where he was sitting.
Watch your chicklets.
coming in hot.
Jock Peterson pinch hitting here, leading it off in the 5th inning. Full count now. Outfield playing for Peterson to go the other way. They get Cordero over towards left center. And that's ball 4. Leadoff walk for Jock Peterson, the pinch hitter. Time now for the T-Mobile Built for Baseball. And 6-2. Dodgers on top of the Padres. On the ground to third base. Galvis to second for 1. On to first for 2. Double play. 6-5-3 on the double play.
You see that every day.
They're in the shift, and you get Galvis alone on the left side.
Hey, Mark Sweeney, does this bring back memories of Ozzie Smith?
Omar Vizquel
Is on his knees?
And the lone man over on the left side, but on his knees, an accurate throw, easy turn. Incredible play by Freddie Galvis, almost on a nightly basis.
2 down for Yasiel Puig. Puig walked in the 2nd inning, lined out to left in the 3rd. And his first look at Adam Simber. First 2 plate appearances against tonight's Padres starter, Robbie Erlin. Dodgers in town for 3. First meeting of the year between the Padres and the Dodgers.
You know, you bring up a question. I know there's 2 outs, so I'll be quick. Maybe we can take it on next half inning. But balanced schedule or unbalanced schedule? Thoughts?
I think there's too many games in the division.
I agree.
I do.
I think it should be a balanced schedule.
On the ground, slowly hit. Simber off the mound will go to first base for the out. That ends the inning. Halfway through, 6-2 LA. inning. I want to remind you, when the Padres hit 2 home runs in a single game, tweet at Fox Sports SD using the hashtag #HIT2GET2 for your chance to win 4 new hand-cooked tires, brought to you by Evans Tire and Service Centers. It's a grounder foul outside of third for Austin Hedges. Leads off bottom of the 5th. Work to do for the Padres, trailing by 4 runs.
Guys, just to button up that conversation, started last half inning. Balanced, unbalanced schedule. Right now, an unbalanced schedule. More games within the division. I, quite honestly, in my opinion, I loved it back in the day when we went to Chicago twice, St. Louis twice, out of the division twice, rather than just once.
Yeah, I like that too. I think it definitely has to be realignment, which Commissioner Rob Manfred has talked about, a possibility.
Fly ball sent out to center field. Chris Taylor back to the edge of the track to make the catch. Hedges gave it a ride, but he's out number 1 of the 5th inning. Well, Simber's going to bat for himself, so staying in the game here and giving Andy Green some length out of the pen. Jock Peterson stayed in the game and now plays in left field after pinch hitting for Matt Kemp. What do you think about the Seattle Mariners coming to the National League West? How do you feel about that?
I've said that all along. Swap the Colorado Rockies and the Seattle Mariners. Send Denver to the American League and give me Seattle.
Bye-bye, Rockies.
Oh, my gosh. I am such a fan of that.
Yep. I'm all in.
I'm big on Seattle.
Love
Seattle.
Yeah, but where can you find a decent cup of coffee in that city?
I know.
Popped up. Back is the second baseman, Hernandez. 2 down.
Download the app, play for free, and start your streak for a chance at $5.6 million. Download Beat the Streak today.
Two down in the 5th. And Jose Perella coming up. Perella has grounded out to third and struck out looking. 0 for 2. He's also made an error in left field in this game.
I'm also a big fan wanting Montreal back in baseball.
Yep. I think that's going to happen. I really do. They've had those exhibition games at the end of spring training the last few years, and the problem is the stadium. You can't go back to Olympic Stadium.
No.
You didn't like the horn in right field?
No.
What are those called? The Vazuzas? That was perfect. It'd be real quiet and do it.
You're like, oh, there it is. It's the single guy in right field.
There it is.
And then it would echo.
Yes, the acoustics there were.
That's pretty good.
Oh, thank you.
Spent some time there, did you?
Yeah, I got a lot of time on my hands. What? What happened?
On a strike here to Perella. Realignment. What other ideas are you thinking about with realignment? Are we going to blow the whole thing up? Going to have National League teams become American League teams just because of the regions in the country where they play?
I would say the focus is travel, obviously.
Yeah.
I think that has to be one of the initiatives that they're always talking about, these sleep studies and how they can position certain teams in certain divisions. But
because the Mariners' travel is brutal.
It is. It's the worst in the league.
Closest team, what, 2.5 hours to
Minnesota
Oakland?
and Oakland, right? Are the closest teams. And Denver, too. Well, Denver's a little farther, but yeah, Minnesota, Oakland, and Denver surround them. And they're up in the Northwest, yeah. At Portland and Montreal, right?
I like those ads.
Well, asks for time, backs out.
I'm going to request to Rob Manfred a team out in Alpine. Got plenty of room for a stadium.
There's room out there?
Plenty of room.
What about the elevation issues?
They can put a humidor out there. You got some good restaurants out there.
What about the rattlesnakes when you're building the stadium?
Just wear tall boots.
The mountain lions and coyotes.
We got it all.
We got a lot of issues. A lot of stuff roaming around.
No, but that would be interesting. 2 new teams and then the realignment as far as you know, four divisions of sort.
What do you think?
If it means Seattle comes to the National League West, I'm in.
I'm in. All in.
High ball 3. Padres will be going to Seattle this year again after last year taking on the Texas Rangers as their natural rival. But of course, this year now taking on the American League West as part of interleague play. Payoff pitch coming up. And a swing and a miss. Ryu picks up strikeout number 8. Dodgers have a 6-2 lead.
Glorious job, but somebody needs to do it. That is taking up innings in games like this. And Adam Cimber has been one of the best so far for the Padres. This is his 3rd outing in a row where he will go multiple innings. He's done a great job of saving this bullpen. And what's really unusual, guys, is normally sidearmers are right-handed specialists. They come in to get the ground ball and stay short. But Adam Cimber has been really valuable in providing innings. And it's not the first time he's done it in his career, guys. He did it 23 times last year in AAA. So they got the right guy on the mound to help out this bullpen.
All right, Scan, thanks very much. Going into his 3rd inning of relief here after Robbie Erlin with the first 3 innings. Kyle Farmer leading it off for LA. Fooled on that pitch and down 0-2. Farmer flat out to the warning track in center, and last time up single into left field. One of 6 Dodgers hits in the game. How good have the Padres been in their bullpen? Outstanding this year, and that's with Kirby Yates on the DL. And here's a look. Second only to the Mets. Lowest bullpen ERA at 1.84.
And you know what's amazing about that is that the Padres bullpen don't have a lot of hard throwers.
Yeah.
Second strikeout for Adam Cimber. 1 down here in the 6th inning.
Has a lot to do with the looks that you see. 2 sidearmers, Cimber and Makita. But you don't have velocity, you have different release points, and that gives fits to a lot of the right-handed hitters, especially with the sidearmers.
What was the average? 91?
Yeah, I think you're right. You know, this day and age, everybody's throwing 96, 97 out of the bullpen.
Ryu 0 for 2, struck out twice in the game and fights this one off foul. It's kind of a defensive swing.
Well, what gave that away?
I don't critique your calls.
Wow. Wow. That was late.
Running inside for ball 2. 2-1. 30 pitches now for the reliever Adam Cimber out of the pen. And nobody warming behind him. Ryu drives this one foul down the right field line, out of play.
You know, Bob Scanlon made a great point, Simber and the bullpen and what they're doing, and this is so important because they're still in slam range, down by 4. Got to hold that 4-run deficit.
Outside, ball 3. That is strike 3, and for the 3rd time tonight. Ryu strikes out. Back-to-back case here for Simber, and there are 2 outs in the 6th inning. Time now for Arco plays of the game, and some miscues, unfortunately, have been the story tonight for the Padres. Villanueva at 3rd, then Renfroe comes in charged with an error, and then this, Perella in left field just dropped it. 3 errors in the game tonight for the Padres. It is the 2nd time this season that they have made 3 errors in a game. Also, April 5th against Colorado, they had made 3 errors. They had only 1 4-error game last year. That was April 18th against Arizona. Top of the order, Chris Taylor batting with 2 down here in the 6th inning. Bases empty. Padres do have action in their pen now, just started. And Simber has gone 2 2/3 innings of relief. Strike 2. It's Kyle McGrath, left-hander up in the pen. Fly ball headed to right field. Hunter Renfroe will make the catch out there. That will end the top of the 6th inning. 5.5 done, 6-2 LA. As we play along here to the bottom of the 6th inning, it's time now for #BuzzTheBoothSD. Did you ever figure out why Freddie Galvis smelled his bat after foul balls? And I think it's because of the burn of the wood you can smell after you made contact. Is that You think? Well,
I think the same thing. I mean, it's like, you know, when you're driving through the neighborhood, like in the fall or the winter, and somebody's burning some like nice oak or something in their fireplace, and you can smell it like in your car, right? I think it's a refreshing smell. And I think Freddie wants to just enlighten his senses a little bit and smell
the burn.
Yeah.
He smelled it again.
Did he?
He does it a lot. Anytime he makes contact, for the most part, unless he's got to run the bases. Smells good.
You gotta caress those bats. Those are special in your hands.
Yeah. There should be a candle with the
Wood bat smell.
yeah, burning wood.
Oh,
Right?
there is burning wood. Yeah, I have one.
Oh, that doesn't shock
Yeah.
me.
How are your candle game this year?
Fabulous. Yeah, really good. Broke them out in Denver and in Houston this last trip.
When was that when Mud got you the candles?
My first season. It was a nice gift. It was kind of a housewarming gift.
Yeah.
A booth warming gift. To second base, Kike Hernandez with a nice play. Picked it off to the side. That throws out Galvis for the first out here of the 6th inning.
That's a wonderful play right there by Hernandez. Hit so hard. Plenty of time to gather himself and throw out Galvis.
One down brings up Eric Hosmer. 0 for 2. He has grounded out twice to the right side. Once to second and once to first. The candle thing started in the minor leagues because the room smelled so bad.
Oh, yeah.
Right back to the mound, and Ryu with a good acrobatic play off the first base side, and he throws out Hosmer for out number 2.
No, those rooms don't smell bad.
Oh, so bad. A-ball in the New York Penn League. Are you kidding me? You ever stayed in any of those rooms? Wow.
I played in the Pioneer League and the Midwest League. I know
Yep.
exactly what you're talking about.
So that's where the candles thing started now. It's carried into the big leagues for 18 years, but yeah, that's why it
I
started.
like you carry on that tradition.
Yeah, still going. It's part of my routine.
It's really nice of you to give gifts too.
He's a giver.
It's
He
rubbed
is.
off on me. I travel
The
with
candle?
Yeah, I rub.
He travels with them now, too.
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Yes.
Man. I'm missing out.
It's like you have those tea lights. It's like having a little mini fireplace in your room.
I don't know if I want to look at that visual.
Very relaxing. You put on the robe, you know.
Oh, you do not.
Sure you do.
You do not.
I wear the robe.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of tough to tie it together. I mean, but
Yeah,
I wear it.
How does everyone else feel in that room?
This is up high. There's nobody else in the room.
Well, what you don't know won't hurt you? Is that
No,
their
it's just-
philosophy?
Just your downtime. It's after the game. It's wind down time.
Do they dry clean those?
You know, it's a good question. I hope so.
I really hope so too. I've seen too many of those specials on hotels.
Oh, I know. You can think about it. We stay in a hotel half the season.
Do you put the slippers
means-
on?
I do.
I do.
I wear the
Absolutely.
slippers.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you?
Do they dry clean those?
No, those are disposable.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Oh, you sure about that? So yeah, we're in a hotel 3 months out of 6 months. He's got like 3 pairs in the booth, by the way, that he brings
Slippers.
back. Yes.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he travels. So because there are some rooms that don't have them, so Mud has them. And here they are.
Do you dry clean yours?
Oh, gross.
Oh,
This explains the foot fungus thing you just went through.
my goodness.
Yeah.
No wonder he has 3 pairs. Those are off-white.
Hey, I got an idea. How about clean them once in a while? Throw them in a washing machine, something. And then you won't get foot fungus.
Win
Okay,
20
me?
games, and then everybody will think you're fabulous.
Yeah.
What's the emblem?
This is from the Langham.
Oh,
Yep, that's a Langham.
And that's from the Palace in New
This
York.
one fouled out, and this is from the Palace in New York. I know both of them.
These are from the Langham
Yes.
in Pasadena.
this is
And this is the
disturbing.
Palace in New York.
And
in
they're
the corner.
off-white, which they're
Yes.
supposed to be white.
They're supposed to be white, and they're not. And they smell, which is the other issue. Yuck. And you wonder why you have foot fungus. Oh, that is strike 3. Renfroe strikes out 9 Ks for Ryu. 6-2 Dodgers. shot, but the Padres on top 2-1. But in the third inning, back would come the Dodgers. Dodgers score 5 times in the big blow. The 3-run home run for Matt Kemp. Dodgers enjoy a 6-2 lead here into the top of the 7th inning. Matt Kemp, his second home run of the year. (6-2) with the Dodgers out hitting the Padres 6-3. And the Padres about to move on to their third pitcher of the game after Adam Simber went 3 hitless innings. Kyle McGrath into the game now for the Padres to pitch the top of the 7th.
Threw a career game, 2 innings yesterday, career high. Back-to-back days, as you see Kyle McGrath towing the slab. 1 for 6 versus left-handers.
Little dribbler back towards the mound, and McGrath fires to first, and keeping the foot in the bag was Hosmer. Nice play by Eric Hosmer to reel that in. Slipped out of the hand of McGrath there, it appeared.
Just working underneath this one a little bit, and thank goodness they get the lead out here, because the bullpen, Adam Simber doing a good job. Nothing like getting that first quick out. Get the foot back on the bag. Yes, he does.
Well, debuting tomorrow on FS1 and Wednesday on Fox Sports San Diego at 10:30. It'll be a journey to the bigs every summer. The Cape League turns into a de facto collegiate all-star league. Big league dreams for all there, and they're going to follow around several of the players. Griffin Conine from Duke, Tristan Pompey from Kentucky, Chandler Day from Vanderbilt. They played in the Cape Cod League Baseball League last summer, varying degrees of success. And we will see all of that, which is going to be really cool. And we talked about it with Mark Sweeney yesterday or Saturday. I'm not sure which. You had played in the Cape League.
I have, and you know, interesting story. Griffin Conine, son of Jeff Conine, the Marlin that really has had a great career, you could say. But what a great, I have a DVR set. I can't wait to see it, because it's such a great development summer league. I think a lot of people have gone down there, have really enjoyed.
This one is a bloop, and over goes Hosmer, but he won't have a play. I'm sure you're going to see a lot of memory stuff that you remember when they show you some of that footage of the Cape League.
You know, you've been up there, Don, too. Just the ability to have a baseball field that is so natural feeling. You know, the Cotuit field really sticks out in my mind. You're playing in Orleans, and there's cars driving by. You're so close. It's an intimate setting that is very special, and the talent is unprecedented.
Mark, how many game season is that?
I think we played probably, I'd say 40.
So it's like a month
games.
and a half,
yeah.
2 months?
Probably 2 months.
I mean, you know what? Traveling out east in the summer, if people have the chance to do that, that's a great, if you're a baseball fan, a lot of people might forget about that and not take advantage of that.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're going up to see a Red Sox game and travel down there and pick up a game for the Cape Cod League.
Kike Hernandez strikes out 2 down in the 7th inning.
Well, we know that Kyle McGrath, he's not going to light up the radar guns. He's got the changeup in the mid-70s. He's got the fastball mid-80s. Deception is thrown in there. You got to really stay back on this guy. 2 quick outs here in the 7th.
Brings up Cody Bellinger into the shift go of the Padres on the right side.
This is an at-bat I'm looking forward to ever since Kyle McGrath got in here in this inning. Look at that cheese. 77 on the outside corner.
Now Bellinger tonight has walked and scored, singled and scored, and last time up grounded out to third base. Into the shift, right into the teeth of the shift, and a Suaje from short right throws out Bellinger and ends the top of the 7th. 7th inning stretch, 6-2 Dodgers. Is Christian Villanueva put him on top 2-1 with his 2-run home run in the second inning. Third straight game that he had homered in. And this one off for you. With Hunter Renfroe at second base at the time. 2-run shot. 6 home runs on the year for Villanueva. We will see him lead it off here in the bottom of the 7th inning against a new Dodgers pitcher. After 6 very good innings from Ryu, it is Tony Cingrani into the game.
The erstwhile Cincinnati Red. He was a starter, reliever, back and forth. 8th game this year for the veteran left-hander. Only 5 2/3, but the strikeouts are what's eye-popping, and no free passes. Really good splits from the left-hander Cingrani.
Christian Villanueva will lead it off. Not only the 2-run home run we just showed you, but also a single in this game. So 2 for 2.
High percentage of four-seam fastballs from Cingrani. That breaking ball he'll throw. There's a slider and a changeup. Touches about 93, 94.
Doing a lot of housekeeping on the mound. Ryu went the first 6 innings, giving up 3 hits, 2 runs. A 2-run shot by Villanueva. Didn't walk anybody and struck out 9 batters. Coming off his first win of the year and coming into this game 1-0. Left with a 6-2 lead. Padres coming to bat here in the bottom of the 7th. Ryu retired the last 8 Padres he faced before departing. In the dirt, and it evens at 2-2. Villanueva now, Cordero next. Swing and a miss, elevated at 93, and Villanueva strikes out.
This copyrighted telecast is printed. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the San Diego Padres. It may not be reproduced, retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Diego Padres.
Printed? It was a struggle tonight. What's printed? What happened?
Straight scuffle.
Printed? I don't understand. So if the video's printed,
Is that what you heard?
that's what I heard. That was terrible. Worst of the year.
It's a long season.
Going down here on the 7th.
He's doing
God,
so
yeah,
great.
I take pride in the copyright.
I know you do. Cordero fouls it off to the end of the Padres dugout, and the fencing in front of the dugout. Nine in a row retired by Dodgers pitching. That's a strike, and it evens at 2-2. Cingrani first out of the pen for LA tonight. After 6 very good innings from Ryu. Swing and a miss, and Cordero strikes out. Back-to-back Ks for Cingrani. That's 11 strikeouts for Dodgers pitching. 2 down here in the 7th inning.
Long stride, a lot of knees, kneecaps, elbows coming at you from Cingrani, and he throws that breaking ball up there. There's the rotation. And that front side open up the hip, the shoulder. Swing and a miss.
Here's Carlos Asuaje, 0 for 2. He's grounded out to second base and struck out swinging. This one foul back and above us. Up to the top deck. Clayton Kershaw enjoying a 6-2 Dodgers lead right now.
I'd like to wish Clayton Kershaw a happy haircut.
On the ground foul.
Looks
outside of first.
Looks like he got tightened up. He usually has the locks, doesn't he, a little bit?
They shortened it up this year.
Yeah.
Won't see him in the series. Alex Wood tomorrow against Brian Mitchell. Tyson Ross against Kenta Maeda.
I think it's interesting. 2 bald guys talking about haircuts for Clayton Kershaw.
They're not hair guys, but
Nope.
You tighten yours up every day?
I do.
I'm like every other day. Don?
once every 3 weeks.
You got one recently, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Do you like it?
No, it was a little tight.
What'd they use, a weed whacker?
A little tight. A little tight. Fly ball, center field. Chris Taylor will make the catch that ends the 7th inning. To the 8th we go. 6-2 LA.
Coolest home run you'll see all year. Bryce Harper. Did you see that bat snap off at the handle right there? His major league leading 8th home run of the year. Nationals over the Mets 8-6 as the Mets getting off to a red hot start. The Nationals, not so much, but tonight they look like the team we kind of expected them to be. Mike Pomeranz back here at Petco Park. Right now, things are a little bit lopsided in favor of the Dodgers. 6-2 is where we stand, top of the 8th. We're working on Padres Live, the post-game show, coming up for you after the final out. It'll be brought to you by Cox Communications. When we see you then, we'll hear from Andy Green, talk about exactly what seemed to go wrong, at least to this point in the ball game. Obviously, the defensive miscues the story of this one so far, so we'll have all that for you. Plus, Scotty Miller's going to be along, talk about how weather is affecting some of the games in the big leagues. Also, Shohei Ohtani, who goes tomorrow in another start, and Cincinnati's Brian Price on the hot seat. So we'll see the three of you gentlemen after the final out tonight.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Play along here to the 8th inning. And our second look at Jock Peterson. He pinch hit in the 5th inning. And Phil Maton, the 4th Padres pitcher of the night.
He's been throwing the ball well. Career high 2 2/3 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts Wednesday at Colorado in his 5th game. Another guy who's not scared off. He's got that breaking ball, we just saw it. He's got that cut fastball. Always on the same level, even keeled. Phil Maton. There's that breaking ball Mark Sweeney was talking about earlier, particularly to Cody Bellinger, right? Well, left-handed hitting Jack Peterson, same type deal. That breaking ball in, off the plate. That one wasn't down by the shoe tops, but still maybe below the belt buckle, thigh high.
Kyle McGrath went the 7th inning at a 1-2-3 inning. In fact, Padres pitching has combined to retire 8 Dodgers in a row out of Adam Simber and then Kyle McGrath. Combination of.
You know that story Mike Pomeranz was just telling us about? That is amazing about Bryce Harper, the broken bat home run, literally. Left with a baton in his hand.
Some kind of strong.
I remember pitching against the Oakland Athletics as a Seattle Mariner back in 1992 at the Coliseum. I threw a pitch to Jose Canseco, got in on him, and I heard snappy. And I thought, oh, that's great. Got him to fly out to left. Well, Kevin Mitchell was in left field. He started backpedaling. He started backpedaling. He started backpedaling to the track, to the wall, and was up on the stairs. Guess I didn't get in enough.
Popped up foul off to the left out of play.
But to break a bat literally in half and the ball travel like that, that's unbelievable.
Robbie Erlin started this game with the first 3 innings, giving up the 6 runs the Dodgers currently have. 4 were earned. 3 miscues in this game for San Diego. Ground ball into the shift to Suaje coming in. Goes to first for out number 1 here in the 8th inning. Well, game 2 of the series tomorrow night here from Petco Park in San Diego. And Brian Mitchell will be on the mound for the Padres in the middle game of the 3 games. Mitchell 0-2 so far this year with a 5.27. Matched up against Alex Wood, also 0-2 this year with a 5.09 ERA. We'll get you started at 6:30 with Padres Live. And the first pitch at 7 p.m. That's tomorrow night. This one is in there for strike 1. Yasmani Grandal double to drive in a run in the 2nd. Sensen has grounded out twice, and last time up grounded into a double play. Former Padre, they shift on him. Outside for ball 2, 2-1. Trying to go away here to Grandal. And a swing and a miss. A mislocation there, but it worked out. It got by him. 2-2. Pretty good run right now for Dodgers pitching in this game. They've retired the last 11 Padres in a row. 11 strikeouts tonight for Dodgers pitching. 9 of them coming from their starter, Ryu. Meanwhile, the Padres bullpen came into this game in the 4th inning. Have not given up a hit.
They've been throwing the ball extremely well. They continue to dominate. Mentioned it earlier, 2nd in Major League Baseball for the pen, for the Pods. Love my guys in the pen, you know that. I'm partial to the relievers. Go in the clubhouse every day and kind of give them the old fist bump. Hey, these are my guys. Who do you go into and wish luck to?
Everybody.
Yeah, you do.
Outside ball 4, and down to first base goes Grandal. First walk allowed here by Phil Maton. And Yasiel Puig coming up. Puig walked in the 2nd inning, lined out to left in the 3rd, struck out swinging in the 6th inning.
You know, you look at the stat pack of league leaders every day, and today on this date, April 16th, the Padres with a 3.08 ERA collectively, 2nd in the National League for the New York Mets. A lot of it has to do with that bullpen. Because the starters for the Padres have a 4.07 ERA.
In there for a strike over the inside corner. As Puig looking back. 6 runs, 6 hits, no errors for LA. 2 runs, 3 hits, and 3 errors for the Padres. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-2.
Good spin on the breaking ball. He's got the cutter and he's got that good breaking ball as well.
Popped up foul, off to the right, out of play. Swing and a miss, and Yasiel Puig chasing after that, strikes out. First strikeout for Phil Maton.
Well, bouncing back after the walk and knowing that you don't have to throw a strike to Yasiel Puig. Boy, he was swinging at that one no matter where it was, right out of the hand of Phil Maton. He knows the scouting report. He was ahead, and he bounced that breaking ball down and away.
2 down here in the 8th, and it brings up Kyle Farmer. A little bit high, 2-0. Vic Valera has come out on deck here for the Dodgers. He would bat in the pitcher spot. Tony Cingrani.
Well, the last 2 pitches kind of working underneath a little bit. rather than up on top and working down for Phil Maton. You know, you work underneath the pitch, it's going to go up. You stay on top of the pitch, it's going to go down.
That's ball 4, and the second walk of the inning allowed by Maton. And balls of the pitching coach coming out here. So 2 walks here in the 8th inning, and you got runners at first and second with 2 down. Valera, the pinch hitter, coming up.
You know, when Darren goes out and talks, as we take a look at the mound visits remaining, he doesn't like to throw a lot of mechanical stuff at the pitchers as Makita starts to heat up for the Padres.
Makita warming in the pen. 2 down, 2 on, and Valera pinch hitting. Ball 1. So that was the night for Cingrani, who pitched the 7th inning, struck out 2, and was able to get a Suaje to fly out to center. 1-2-3 inning of relief. Fields up in the pen right now for the Dodgers. Looks like he'll be coming in for the last of the 8th. Padres trying to keep this a 4-run deficit right now. And here's a fly ball to right field. Renfroe going back to make the catch that ends the inning. Dodgers strand 2, but have a 6-2 lead. Padres baseball brought to you by Evans Tire and Service Centers, home of the buy 2 get 2. By Petco, where the pets go. And by your Tough Shed. Configure your dream building at toughshed.com. 6-2, Dodgers on top of the Padres to the bottom of the 8th inning we go. Third arm used tonight by LA. Josh Fields comes into the game.
Well, Josh Fields been throwing the ball well. He's allowed just 1 run over 7 innings. It's a 1.29 ERA. 7 games this season. Once again, the strikeouts over the walks. 9 strikeouts against only 1 walk for the Dodger reliever. He's got 4 runs to work with here.
Tony Cingrani had a 1-2-3 7th inning with 2 strikeouts. Dodgers pitching, Ryu and Cingrani together have retired 11 Padres in a row. As we start the bottom of the 8th inning, and Austin Hedges will take strike one. Hedges tonight has struck out swinging and flied out to center field. Chase Headley has come out on deck for the Padres. He would bat for the pitcher, Phil Maton. There's Chase.
Hey, I want to pay you a compliment after this pitch.
Oh, boy. One is popped up foul.
Okay, you know, like after a pitcher comes in relief and it's multiple innings and maybe 0.1, 0.2 innings pitched, or whatever.
Yep.
Rather than going over my book and stuff, I hear you give the line to that pitcher, and I've gotten to the point now where I trust you so much because you've never been wrong.
Really?
Yeah. So I kind of wait till you say you gave the line on Simber and you gave the line on Cingrani.
Hedges strikes out, one down here in the 8th. I know you're gonna.
So I trust when you say, as the 4-seam fastball, boy, it's just blown by Austin Hedges there. Very late on that Josh Fields fastball. It's like, 'cause sometimes I'll go to the app, the MLB.com app, they give the box score right in the line, and it's like, Donnie's always right. He's never been wrong.
I appreciate that. It's very rare that you are nice to me, so I'm kind of confused by it.
I'm nice to you all the time.
I don't think you're being real, but.
No, I'm being sincere.
One down here in the 8th.
And you know where I think that comes from?
Where?
I think that comes from your minor league days, because back in the day when you were doing, they didn't have the apps and stuff, so you had to be on your game, right?
Yeah, you got to keep it. You got to know it.
Yeah.
Chase Headley, a tough start here to his second stint in San Diego. 0.38 the average coming in. 12th game he has been in. They shift on him here on the right side to the Dodgers defensively. Kyle Farmer, the third baseman, coming to the right side to join Hernandez and Bellinger.
We mentioned it before, but the shortstop usually left on that side alone because usually the shortstop's got the better range.
Right now he is situated equidistant between second and third. That's a strike over the outside corner, and it's 2-1. See, now he's moving, so it's not fair because he's not equidistant anymore.
You were right.
Originally he was equidistant. Now he's closer to second base than he is third. So no longer equidistant. Headley didn't like it. Evens up at 2-2. Top of the order, Jose Perella waiting on deck. Padres batting here in the bottom of the 8th. Bounces in for ball 3.
Well, Chase Headley, last time he was with the Padres, he could really work the count. And chances are when he was at the plate, the count would go to 3-2. So I dubbed him full count. And what do you know? It's full count right here to Chase.
Outside ball 4, and Headley on with one down. Breaks up a string of 12 in a row retired by Dodgers pitching. There's the first walk handed out by Dodgers pitching in the game. And that'll bring up Jose Perella. 0-for-3 tonight, has grounded out and struck out twice. Outside for ball 1. Fields operating at 93 miles an hour. And his catcher Grandal headed out there for a meeting. This is a mound visit.
Well, very uncharacteristic of Josh Fields because, as I mentioned, innings going into this game and only 1 walk. Walking Headley, now falling behind here. Maybe he can get wild in the zone and Jose Pirela can do some type of damage.
Up and in, and he has been a little bit all over the place here. Known for his control and falling behind here 2-0. Josh Fields, third arm used tonight for LA. That's in there for a strike, and it's 2-1. And Jin Ryu tonight, 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs. Didn't walk anybody and struck out 9.
Say that line again.
6 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs. Didn't walk anybody, struck out 9.
That's what I wrote down. Trusting Donnie.
Fly ball to right field. Puig over towards the line. And he'll make the catch, running into foul ground for out number 2. Galvis coming up. Padres shortstop 0 for 3 in the game tonight. Galvis struck out in the first, flied out to left in the third, and grounded out to second base in the 6th inning. In the dirt for ball 1. Dodgers have left 6 men on base. Padres have left 2. The runner at first right now, and Chase Headley with 2 down in the inning. Galvis hits a pop-up back at third into foul ground. Kyle Farmer by the seats, and he will make the catch. That one came back for him, almost overran it, and he makes the grab, holds onto it for the final out of the 8th inning. Wasn't easy by any means. 6-2 Dodgers. The Dodgers on top of the Padres, and Kazuhisa Makita into the game.
Has allowed just 4 hits over 6 appearances, 21 batters faced for a .222 average against. His 7th game for Kazuhisa Makita-san.
Makita will first face the top of the Dodgers order in Chris Taylor. There is strike 1. We'll talk about it a lot. During spring training, Andy Green did not use Makita against National League West teams. So first time the Dodgers will have seen him.
It's good strategy.
Element of surprise. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. That one drops in there for strike 3. Taylor doesn't like it. He'll take with him the first strikeout for Makita.
Well, it's definitely down towards the bottom of the zone as we take a look. Wow, try catching that on the barrel of the bat. Austin Hedges brings it up just a little bit. Here's another look. Is it knee high? Might be a little low. Let's hang with him.
10th strikeout for Padres pitching in the game. And Corey Seager takes a strike over the outside corner. Seager's been on twice, but both times miscues by the Padres. 0-for-4 night for Seager. Reached on the 2-base error by Renfroe in right, and then reached on the error in left. Jose Pirela dropped a ball. Padres with 3 errors in this game tonight. Seager now. Hernandez waiting on deck. 2-2 pitch. Rolled over, foul outside of first.
Kaz likes to work quickly, huh?
Getting it, throwing it. Dodgers dugout taking it in here. First time they've seen Makita. Fouled off to the left, out of play. In the air to right field. Back goes Renfroe, going to be over his head, and one hop the wall. Renfroe fires it back into second base with a 1-out double. Goes Corey Seager.
Well, as this ball is struck, Hunter Renfroe goes a beeline straight towards center field rather than bellying out a little bit. Directly to the right rather than back. That ball was really hit well.
Dodgers with runners in scoring position, 3 for 7 in the game tonight. As Kike Hernandez. Check swing grounder foul. Will stay foul. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 9th inning, Hosmer, Renfroe, and Villanueva. Anybody gets on, and Franchi Cordero may have a chance. Trailing by 4 right now. Dodgers trying to add on here. In the top of the 9th inning, get the Padres out of slam range. Pitch inside. Ball 2, 2-1. Are you working on tomorrow's game?
Kind of filling in some particulars regarding tomorrow. Alex Wood.
I saw that. Working on tomorrow's game. This one's not over yet.
No, I know.
On the ground, foul. And it evens up now at 2-2.
It's kind of also looking at what the Padres are doing against left-handers this year. 4-2 versus left-handed starters. So they got that going for them, which is nice.
Some kind of.
That too.
Alex Wood on the mound tomorrow for LA. 2-2 pitch. And that's outside for ball 3. Home run tonight for Matt Kemp, the 18th that he's hit against the Padres in his career. 3-run shot, big blast in the 3rd. That is strike 3. Second strikeout for Makita. And a gesture there from Kike Hernandez, the home plate umpire. He did not toss him, but 2 down in the inning.
You know, by the reaction of the home plate umpire, Kerwin Downey, that was a called strike.
Carlos Torres, the home plate umpire. Waved him off on that strike 3 call.
That's right, they switched umpires before the game, didn't they?
There's an intentional walk of the no-throw kind. And down to first base goes Cody Bellinger. An intentional walk, 2 down in the inning. A pitch to Jock Peterson with 2 outs and 2 on in the 9th. One pitch coming up. Outside, a ball and a strike. Taylor struck out to begin the inning, the double by Seager. Hernandez struck out, Bellinger walked. 2 on, 2 outs. And that's outside, 2-1. Big gap out in right center field. Center fielder Cordero over towards left center. And Makita backs off. Back and forth here with the Hedges with the runner at second base. 20th pitch of the inning for Makita. And it's popped up foul, back and out of play. 2-2.
Well, infielders really got to dive on a grounder to the right or left to keep that 1 run from scoring at second base.
2-2 pitch coming up. Inside, full count. We'll get a start here with 2 down in the inning and a full count to Jock Peterson. Time call. Seager at second. Bellinger at first. Payoff pitch. Outside for ball 4, and he walks, the bases loaded. Back-to-back walks allowed by Makita. So bases loaded, 2 down, and that brings up Yasmani Grandal. Swing and a miss for strike one. Padres bullpen has only given up one hit. That's Seager's double here in the 9th inning off Makita. 0-2.
He's not messing around right here with Grandal. Both fastballs. And once again, Makita pitching uphill to Grandal. Throw him another one up around the hat.
In the air to deep left center field. Cordero going back at the wall, and that ball is gone. A grand slam for Yasmani Grandal off Makita. And the Dodgers have opened this thing wide open on top 10-2.
That one hurts. 0-2. 0-2 fastball. Just didn't get it up in the zone enough. And Grandal stays on it. Drops the head. Takes it to the opposite field.
To right field, and in comes Hunter Renfroe to make the catch that will end the inning. Grand slam makes it 10-2 LA. Grandal, the big grand slam, opening this one up here in the top of the 9th inning. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Eric Hosmer is going to lead it off, and he'll be leading off against a new Dodgers pitcher as Scott Alexander comes into the game for LA.
There are times when arms out of the bullpen need some work, and with a game like this up by 8, it's time for Dave Roberts to send in Scott Alexander. He's not been throwing the ball well at all. This being his 7th game, you can see walks, innings pitched, very few strikeouts. You know, the splits really don't look that bad, but I'm guessing from those splits, the hits that he has given up have been big hits. He's got some breathing room, 8 runs, so maybe just be aggressive and get that feel back to where he's been throwing the ball good.
Eric Hosmer leading it off, 0 for 3 tonight at the plate.
I actually should have said throwing the ball well.
High strike call, evens the count at 1-1. Hosmer, Renfroe, Villanueva anticipated here in the bottom of the 9th inning. chop towards short, and Corey Seager throws out Hosmer for the first out of the bottom of the 9th inning. Bring up Hunter Renfroe. Doubled and scored in the 2nd inning, was hit by a pitch in the 4th inning, and then struck out swinging in the 6th inning. Pitcher of record for the Dodgers tonight, Hyun-Jin Ryu, 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs. Didn't walk anybody and struck out 9. Strike 1 to Renfroe. Tony Cingrani, a hitless, scoreless inning. Josh Fields the same. And now Scott Alexander going to try to finish it off here in the bottom of the 9th. Outside for ball 2. Padres held to 3 hits in this game. Liner down the left field line. That's headed to the left field corner for Hunter Renfroe. He's thinking 2, and he'll cruise into second base with a double. 1-out double for Hunter Renfroe here in the 9th inning.
Well, we talk about all the timeout hitters, pitchers also, you can't give away innings, you can't give away at bats. He went down and got this one, and that one's below the knees and in. Keeps that ball fair nicely.
4th double of the year. Usually wears out left-handed pitching. Christian Villanueva now bats. He's got 2 hits tonight. In there for strike 1. Villanueva hit a 2-run home run in the 2nd inning, single to left in the 4th inning before striking out in the 7th. To center. Taylor was deep, still coming in. That's going to fall for a base hit. Cut off on the throw in. Stopping at third was Renfroe, and it's 1st and 3rd now with 1 out. 3rd hit of the night for Christian Villanueva. Is making some noise here in the bottom of the 9th.
Off the end of the bat. Anderson tries to go down and away. Goes down and gets that, if taken, a ball, and dumps it in the shallow center field.
1st and 3rd, 1 down, and Franchi Cordero coming up. 0 for 3 tonight, striking out 3 times in the game. Line to left, and that's in for a hit. From 3rd comes Renfroe. He will score. RBI single for Franchi Cordero. And it's 10-3. 3 straight hits for San Diego here in the 9th.
Oh, Franchi getting his hands in there. Usually when the hands come in, you try to pull the baseball, but he's a good job of getting that hands out in front. Barrel to follow and just spanking that ball down the left field line.
Carlos Suaje coming up with runners at 1st and 2nd, 1 down. And he takes strike 1. Wahe has grounded out to second, struck out swinging, and flied out to center. Ground ball to short. The second for one, on to first for two. Double play that ends this ball game. 6-3 on the DP that wraps it up. Padres do get a run in the ninth. A 10-3 win for the Dodgers in game one of the series. Time for Padres Live. Mike Pomerantz, what's in store?
Well, we're going to have to talk to Andy Green about this one, find out just what seemed to go wrong. We'll take a look at Robbie Erlin's night. Still a milestone for him. His first big league start since the middle of 2016, which was nice to see. We got some highlights from around the league.